My name is Robin Crewe. I'm a research fellow at the Centre for the Advancement of Studies at the University of Pretoria, but my research work has been largely focused on the Cape honeybee. And the reason for that, of course, is that the Cape honeybee produces these rather unusual workers that instead of being social and subservient to the queen in a colony, actually become anarchists and go on their own. And so the topic of my talk on the 19th of March is to actually explore the mechanisms by which the Cape honeybee is able to reproduce, and also the way in which it's able to generate social parasites that actually go into other colonies and take them over. So it's an exploration of the honeybee colonies as a superorganism and how the activities of that superorganism can be disrupted by individuals that are no longer controlled and acting in the interests of the colony as a whole. Honeybees are very interesting because honeybees and humans are two species that have managed to distribute themselves over very large areas of the globe. And the question that naturally arises is whether this is related to their social behavior. And I think in many respects it is, because what honeybees are able to do and what humans are able to do is they're able to buffer themselves against environmental effects. So it allows them to actually live in a wide variety of places, whereas most other animals are not able to do that. Yeah. I've been thinking about a project of writing a book about the Cape honeybee, because I think that the lessons that you can learn about the way in which social organizations can be modified and subverted in some cases is very interesting. And I think that this example of the Cape honeybees really lends itself to writing a book. And one of the real advantages of coming to a place like STIAS is that it gives you the time and the space to actually develop your ideas and hopefully complete the writing of the book. Well, I think that anyone who is interested in the way in which social systems develop would be interested in coming to the lecture. If you think about it, from the earliest development of human populations to the present, humans have always been fascinated by bees. And they've always been, and they've relied on bees as a major source of food and also of material. So, for instance, in southern Africa, we know that the interaction between humans and bees has a long history, at least going back 40,000 years. And in recent times, of course, bees have become critically important to commercial agriculture. So you have this very long history of humans interacting with bees, and also the importance of bees in human culture. And so from that point of view, I think that people should be interested in coming to the lecture to get a better understanding of what it is that makes the bees social and why, in fact, they are so important to agriculture, particularly in the Western Cape. Please could you join me on the afternoon of the 19th of March, where I'll be exploring these ideas and giving you an insight into honeybee sociality and its interesting changes. Thank you.